Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Lucid Life Vibes Saturday night. Okay, let me make sure all the messages are turned on here, all the chat. Yes, perfect. Welcome, everybody. So, tonight we're going to focus in on the messages, everything being self activating. And I have some mugwort for us, candles, crystals. I'm open for readings tonight. Welcome in. And as always, when I come live on YouTube with you and we connect, the live stream is always here as an instant replay on YouTube. This isn't sponsored, there's no ad here, but I love YouTube Premium. There's no ads at all. Now, the good news is there's no ads on any of my videos so far because I'm like 89 people. Actually, I think it was more like 96 people away from being monetized and supported here on YouTube. And I'm so excited. Thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for liking the live stream. Rhonda's here. My favorite crystal shop, RS Jewelry Lapidary. Everybody, make sure you're following Rhonda and Stacy. I'm so glad that my favorite crystal shop is here on YouTube. And they're also over on X. So make sure that you follow Rhonda and Stacy, RS Lapidary, Jewelry and Lapidary, right here in the chat, right here on YouTube and over on X. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for liking the live stream. Last night was so wow. It was wow. It was so magical. And I'm back for more. I'm glad that we're here and we are going to be igniting, sparking. We're going to be manifesting, stepping through. So welcome in, everybody. I'm so good. I'm making moves. Also, I just want to remind you guys, I'm sitting off to the side again so we can focus here on the messages, all of the activating images. We're not reading cards, of course. We're tapping into the energy, the ether, the quantum energy, our higher selves, the universe, receiving messages and guidance. And the message that has really been repeating recently as we move into November is all of the guidance and love for you is also the protection for you. You're protected. Well, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I guess that means that it's Sunday for you. I guess that means it's November 3rd for some of you. It's still Saturday night for me, where I am in the world. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome in. And I just want to remind you, I've been sitting off to the side in the live streams only because they've been a little bit glitchy. And hopefully, YouTube will make these live streams better and better the more that we connect. And when my mouth doesn't match the audio, it's incredibly distracting when the glitches occur. So, this is so much better. If there's a glitch, you guys aren't as focused on that when my face is right here on the camera. So I want to invite you to get cozy and comfortable. I'm open for personal energy readings. And my favorite crystal shop is here in the chat. RS Jewelry and Lapidary, Rhonda and Stacy, they're here. And they had a market today. They're in Pensacola, Florida, and they had a market, but now they're here on the live stream. It's my favorite crystal shop. So make sure you guys follow RS Jewelry and Lapidary. This is Rhonda and Stacy. They're amazing. And many of you know that I love mining crystals. And I have crystals for you guys as well. But if you guys have any crystal questions or anything going on with crystals, Rhonda is in the chat. You guys can chat it up with Rhonda. It's RS Jewelry and Lapidary. Okay, so I just want to invite you guys for a cleansing, clearing, just striking of the match. We're going to light our candle. And I brought in some mugwort. So we're going to add some mugwort to our candle. Now, mugwort has some really amazing benefits of vibration energy. But mugwort is incredible when it comes to dreams and remembering. And so I want to invite you into that dream state, the astral realms, as you go to sleep later tonight. So we're kind of like just priming you now with the mugwort. But first, let's have a cleansing, clearing moment of opening to the fire energy, cleansing, clearing, deleting, transmuting all that no longer serves you in your highest good. And you guys, I want to announce that it's official. I uninstalled TikTok today. I uninstalled TikTok. I can't be there. It's just, you guys, I'm fire energy. I'm a natural transmuter. I cannot deal with what is happening on TikTok. And so I am no longer on TikTok. I did not delete my profile. It's there. If something wonderful were to occur on TikTok, like on Twitter, if somebody were to buy TikTok and make it great, I'll go back and embrace it. But for now, I uninstalled TikTok. I'm going to be live streaming right here on YouTube. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this live stream. And my podcasts are on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and then Patreon. We have we have a Patreon community and it's amazing. I love Patreon, the sacred space over there. So there's a free to follow on Patreon and then there's the 1111 portal. Okay, so I'm seeing that Rhonda has her candle. Rhonda, do you have your candle ready? You guys, you're more than welcome to put on some music. I can't, you guys, when I play music here on YouTube, there's some kind of noise canceling feature on this YouTube live stream, and it completely mutes out the music. X does the same thing. I've been experimenting everywhere with the live streams. Okay, so Rhonda has her candle. If you guys want to light a candle, you can absolutely light a candle as well. Let's go ahead and strike a match to clear, delete, and transmute all that no longer serves you in your highest good. Okay, here we go. So just allowing this moment of clearing, deleting, transmuting all that no longer serves you in your highest good across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. And my hand is present because the hand has been coming forward, this assisting, this helping hand that you're not alone. Allowing the exhale to be the purge, releasing all that no longer serves you in your highest good. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here. You guys have perfect timing. And as always, when I come live on YouTube, the live stream is always here as an instant replay. So there was a live stream on November 1st last night. If you missed it, you didn't miss a thing. It's there for you. So just inviting you to take in this big cleansing breath in your nose, exhaling out your mouth, allowing the exhale out your mouth to be that purge, that release. So let's go ahead and light one more match to cleanse, clear, and delete as people are joining in. Let's do one more, inviting in the fresh breath of air and then releasing, exhaling, allowing the exhale to be the purge. Opening, softening, and allowing to this dancing doorway, this portal through the fire. Allowing the fire to support you and cleansing, clearing, deleting all that no longer serves you in your highest good across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. As you open to being supported, How cute is my little wooden spoon? How cute is that? Welcome. Oh, look at this. OG Mikey Mac is here. Okay, let's light our candle, but first, let's add our mugwort. I have a mugwort, and I love it because this mugwort was actually a gift. So somebody sent my husband and I this mugwort because they know that we're into dream time and astral traveling and astral projection. And mugwort is amazing. If I can open it. If I can open it. You guys, so this is not an ASMR live stream. This is not ASMR. I mean, everything in life is naturally ASMR, right? But you guys, it's so funny when I do record an ASMR video, y'all would not believe how many bloopers. I should do a blooper wall. You're in the middle of recording an ASMR and your bag won't open or whatever. So back when I used to live stream here and on Twitch and on Kick, I would do ASMR with my fancy ASMR camera and microphone, and I would use the computer with the OBS system. And one night I had a magnet and I was live streaming and it was all ASMR and it was going so perfectly until the magnet magnetized to my fancy microphone and it was so loud and there was nothing I could do about it. It was hilarious. And then in another video, when I didn't edit my videos and just kind of did them raw, one of the candles flipped upside down. It's funny. Okay, here we go. So opening to the mugwort, dream time, your psychic center. So here we have this mugwort. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for liking the live stream. I hope it's a perfect connection for all of you. So we're going to dress our candle with some mugwort. And I actually already lit this little tea light. Sometimes when you first light the tea lights, they have a little bit of hard time getting going. And I didn't want the mugwort to put out the flame, so. So I have a quartz crystal candle holder, and then I have sand down in the candle holder with a tea light on top. So we have sand in the crystal candle holder, mugwort. Okay. So I want to set the intention of igniting, sparking your memory, your dreams, uh, the astral planes, the dimensions, opening your intuition and all those psychic abilities. Inviting you to set your intention into the flame as we open the portal through your powerful intention. Welcome in, everybody. And okay, can you see the smudge on this with the mugwort? It is amazing. So when you put herbs or tea and we have mugwort, your candle will lightly ignite the herbs, and you can see how the mugwort is flaming and igniting and then going out, and we have this sacred smudge. I am a huge fan of mugwort in your candle. A huge fan. And so if you pair that with a mugwort tea at night, oh yes. Mugwort tea, yes, please. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Lucid Life Vibes, Saturday Night Live. That's okay, Rhonda. That's okay, Rhonda. You're keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Just raw, a raw candle, raw intentions. It's interesting because let me read it for you. Let me read this for you guys. This came forward last night, and I was actually a little bit surprised when I read about this. So let's keep the intention, the focus on the mugwort candle here. I have something I want to read you, and then I'll show you the image. So somebody got a personal reading last night, and this came forward for them. And I felt in the reading that I was supposed to read from the book, which I don't always do. And when I read from the book, it surprised me, and it was exactly what that person needed to hear. So this says, sometimes life overflows with emotions, which can feel uncomfortable. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be of great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. You get this message. Oh no, I lost my place. Oh, there it is. You get this message when emotions are seemingly overflowing or not flowing at all. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being replenished. And as a result, there will be a great expansion. Embrace all your emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. It talks about exploring and experiencing your emotions. Now, what's interesting is that it actually came forward from one of my. Where are all of our images? Well, that's weird. Oh, they're right in front of me. Hello. Oh my goodness. I was looking for these and they're sitting right in front of me. Look at all these messages. Again, we're not reading cards. This is not card reading. There's no tarot going on here, but there's no judgment in any of that, anyways. We're tuning in to intuition, psychic abilities, the ether, the quantum energy, our higher selves, spirit selves, the universe. Let me show you the image that this came forward. And then I have to show y'all this mugwort candle again because it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. So the word is embracing or embrace. And I love the word embrace. It's one of my favorite. And the hand has been coming forward. The 5, right, one hand, the 10, two hands. And what's interesting is embrace. It's all about floodplains. And I didn't even notice that until I read. And so for me, the embracing, here it is. Might need to get some light in this. Embracing. Oh, let's move our candle so I don't catch anything on fire. Embracing. And you can see there's water, and I see reflection. But I heard you should read this. And when I read it, it talked about the floodplains of emotions and embracing what you're experiencing. And this is so true. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of a podcast on this one because, and I say a little bit because I'm going to touch on a whole bunch of different things in the podcast. But this really got things moving. And I think that this is what a lot of people struggle with is suppressing and not embracing what they're feeling, even those triggered moments. And so when you can embrace even the reflection or the unwanted, that's information. However, you can't take it personally, right? When you take it personally, now you've got so many other emotions going on. So when you can embrace what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, even in the unwanted, it reminds you what you want. The wanted. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Okay, let's get back to this mugwort candle. I want to show you how it's mixing with the candle. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? Like once it stops kind of catching itself on fire and then it gets all waxy and it's just beautiful. It smells so good. It smells so good. And maybe you can smell it from my space to your space because we're not separated through the quantum energy. So just sending it from my space to your space. Lady! Okay, so first of all, lady, I didn't see your fire. And I noticed that it just went to 0 people here. It says 0, but I know it's not 0. It was doing it last night. And then I saw your hey first. So I noticed it went to 0. I was like, is nobody here? And my higher self was like, no, they're here. Don't look at that. And I saw your hey, and then I realized you and Rhonda were having a little conversation, a little hey, hey conversation. And now there's 4 of you. So I shouldn't be concerned. Okay, so here's what we have going on. Here's what we have going on. We have a mugwort candle, and Rhonda, RS Jewelry Lapidary, my favorite crystal shop, is here. And Rhonda also lit a candle. So if you have a candle, you guys can also light a candle, setting your intention. But this has mugwort. Look how beautiful that is. So mugwort supports your dreams, accessing the astral planes, the dimensions. And so we dressed our candle with some mugwort. And I want to infuse the time that you're here in this live stream with this mugwort, the intention of you remembering. Remembering. Dream time is remembering, right? I mean, the dreams are messages from the subconscious. Okay, you guys, I have a couple of new podcasts that are brewing. And let me just say, last night's live stream, so many magical things occurred in last night's live stream. But you guys have really been inspiring some new podcasts. And I'm really on to something. I'm really on to something. And last night we kind of touched on it, which is this idea of closing the door on yourself without even realizing you've shut the door on yourself. Whether it's doubt or fear or whatever it is, we can also be resistant to change and resistant to the movement without actually realizing it. Lady, I love that you already had a candle going. That's perfect. You don't have to relight your candle. So that means we have 3 candles. Rhonda has a candle, Lady has a candle, I have a candle. We now have a trifecta. A trifecta. I love this. I love it. So, you guys, I just want to say one more time how good it feels for me to have uninstalled TikTok. I needed to do this for myself and I need to move onwards and upwards, and that's what we're doing. And so I'm embracing the change with social media and the algorithms. And I know everything is shifting and changing, and I'm really excited to see what happens this next week. We all know there's going to be big changes happening this week, all the way through February. I'm so excited. And so, yeah, things are changing, and that's okay. And I'm embracing that. And so for me right now, I have to walk away from TikTok. It's just not good for me. It's really low vibrational and super gossipy. And I can't be there right now with what's happening. And so something amazing happens on TikTok, like on Twitter when it turned to X, I'll go back. So I didn't delete my profile. I sent out messages to everybody. That's exactly right. Onwards and upwards. And so when I came live here last night, you guys, the confirmation for me was huge to keep coming live here on YouTube. And so I have to walk away. I had to uninstall it. And the amount of support that I have received is amazing. Amazing. And so I want to invite you to not close doorways on yourself, just to be open. And we talked about this last night in the live stream. And we had some new people. We had Roy was here, we had Jamie was here, and Michael and Lady were here, OG, right? But there was this amazing connection and communication in the chat. And I think there's like a resonance right now with this vibration of knowing that you're the key. If you need a key, you're the key, but you really don't need a key when you're just open. And so, what are all the ways that you close the door on yourself? And you guys, this is not about being hard on yourself, right? It's information, it's intelligence, it's wisdom. When you cannot take things personally and step back, you can gain the wisdom, intelligence, and knowledge for yourself to move forward. And so I have realized that I actually have closed the door on myself many times here on YouTube. And the reason is the banning and the shadow banning. It doesn't feel good. And so I just have to kind of rise above that right now and not focus on that. So for me, the algorithms are the monkeys, the heaviness. And we all kind of have the monkey, the problem, the heaviness. But when you feel for the solution and the innovation and you're open, then the opportunities and the expansion can flow to you. So look how beautiful this mugwort is and this candle. I just love it. And it smells amazing. Amazing. Okay. So I'm going to actually put the candle back over here so that if my cat jumps up here, he won't jump onto a candle. But I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep it going. Okay. So again, Rhonda is here tonight in the chat. If anybody has anything going on with crystals or crystal questions, Rhonda is here for that. And you guys know I love a good crystal conversation. And I just want to share one last thing. One last thing is that I had a mushroom growing YouTube channel called Mycology Exploration. And many of you already know now that I transformed my mushroom growing YouTube channel that has like over 7,000 subscribers. It's highly successful channel. You guys, I have almost 600 videos here on Lucid Life Vibes. My other channel has like 130 some odd videos and it's almost to 8,000 subscribers. So you guys can see the difference. Like I've put out 5 times the amount of content on Lucid Life Vibes than my other channel. My other channel has almost 8,000 subscribers and I am like 90 something subscribers away from 1,000 here, which once I hit 1,000 here, everything changes for me on YouTube. We'll get a better connection. I'll be supported and monetized by YouTube. So I'm so close. However, I transformed my mycology exploration to planet Earth exploration, and I have travel videos up. So there were quite a few people that left comments in my travel Arkansas video. about wanting to see the drive in Mount Ida. And so I put up the raw, unedited video of Mount Ida from my GoPro today on my other channel. So if you don't follow Planet Earth Exploration, head over there right here on YouTube. That's my other channel. And so we share about travel and all sorts of fun things. But I left up all of my mushroom growing content. So it will forever be there. And I recently found out that my corkscrew willow tree out front that I love so much that I can root new trees out of it. And so I'm going to be cutting that here in the next few weeks and growing. And so I'm going to have like a little willow tree nursery this winter on my back patio. I'm super excited. So I've always wanted to have a tree farm. I know this is funny, but it's just true about me. I've always, always, always wanted to have a tree farm and grow trees. And so this is my first opportunity to have a little mini tree farm. And so I'm going to be growing 5 to 10 little mini corkscrew willow trees over the winter on my back patio here. And I'm really excited. So I'm going to video that and do that as well over on Planet Earth Exploration. And so it's still going to have some growing videos. It's all going to be about exploring planet Earth. And so the crystals, when we are mining crystals and also the gold, we're going to be mining a lot of gold. We're going to pair the crystals with the gold mining. And we also have metal detectors coming. And so we're going to be sharing all of that content on Planet Earth Exploration. I'm really excited. And you guys, I have been spending the past 2 weeks going through a massive transformation with everything that I create as a content creator. And it's just been really exciting. And I've been working really hard and I'm through it. I've made the big decisions. I already stepped through and it's exciting. And the response has been amazing. And so, me uninstalling TikTok today is just part of that forward movement. And I just have to let go of that. I just have to let go of it. So, this is a blue phantom cluster. And this came from Mount Ida, Arkansas. This came from Crystal Vista, which is a free dig site on the top of a mountain. It's quite the hike to the top of the mountain. And it was funny because my husband said, we got to get that. We got to do a GoPro hike to the top of Crystal Vista. And I agree. It is a magical mountain and it's actually a portal mountain. So when we were at Crystal Vista, so many like crazy, magical, unexplainable things occurred. And other people were there to witness it. And one of the things at Crystal Vista is on the very top of the mountain, there's an old crystal mine. And so you have the tailing piles, but you also have the crystals all in the mountain, which is incredible. So there's blue phantom, there's also rainbow crystals there, and just tons of clear quartz on the matrix. So here's another one from Mount Ida. A lot like this as well. And this is a free dig site. And so what's interesting is at the top of the mountain, there you can see somebody left like seats to a truck. You know, like seats for a truck. Those are huge. Like the driver and the passenger seat or like the back seat or something, like huge car seats, not like child car seats, but like big truck car seats. And some people see them on the top of the mountain. And some people, they'll see it as they go up. And when they come down, those seats, they're gone. They're not there anymore. And then they'll go up and they'll be there. And so one of the people that we met when we were mining crystals, and we had a real connection with him, he actually saw the car seats when he was going up the mountain. And when he came down, they were gone. And he was freaking out. And so we started asking people about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, the car seats, we know all about that. And we also made friends with a native guide. Her name is Whispers, and She is a native guide in the Arkansas area, and she's part of a tribe. And so we spent a lot of time with her as well. She actually taught me how to find all the crystals. And we were standing having a conversation in Mount Ida, Arkansas, and she says, "Let me show you where all the crystals are." And she walks over to the base of a tree, and everybody's like kind of giggling, like, "Oh, we've already looked everywhere." And so I follow her over, and I'm just like looking over her shoulder. And she digs down by the roots of this giant tree, and she pulls out one of the most spectacular clear quartz crystals I've ever seen. It's not this one, but it was similar. And it was gorgeous. And the people standing around me were just like, "What? Are you kidding me?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, they're all the base of the trees." And so everybody there started looking at the base of all the trees. Phantom quartz, embrace the change. How perfect, Rhonda. That's amazing. So, lady had a reading last night and it was magical. I mean, unbelievably magical. And her reading is still like coming forward with messages. It's incredible. And embrace was one of those. And I read, and so I already read it tonight because I was already reminded by embracing. And we've been talking about everything changing, right? Embracing the change. And so when I uninstalled TikTok today, that was me embracing the change. That was me saying onwards and upwards. I'm not repeating anymore, and I'm not going to go back anymore. And I'm not going to be on that roller coaster anymore. I'm going to pave a new way forward. I love that. Okay. So you guys have these two clear quartz crystal points and the blue phantom tonight in the portal. And lady, that blue phantom cluster that you got, that came from Sweet Surrender Mine, actually. Yours is from Sweet Surrender Mine, which was a really special experience that we went to. I also have the selenite one tonight. Okay, let's move the energy around. I'm excited to see what's going to come forward. And lady, if lady is still here, I want to do a little follow up to lady's reading last night. It was so inspiring, so empowering. I mean, yesterday was November 1st, 11/1. The 11/1 podcast is here on YouTube. It's everywhere. I put it everywhere. Usually my podcasts are too spicy for YouTube, but surely I can't get in trouble for the number 11, right? Surely. Whoa. Okay, so we already had something flip around. So this is interesting. Doorways on the back here, the 11. Really interesting. Because this is a message that's been coming forward is like noticing if you have those doorway, like where you're closed off. Like here's something that's coming forward. Over on X. Oh, lady, you're here. Perfect. Perfect. Over on X, I have somebody that was reaching out to me, not in direct message, but just sending me comments and responses to things. And this person was using all capital letters. Now, for me personally, if somebody's using all capitals, they're either like getting my attention to capitalize something, like to bold something, to title something, which I do that for it to stand out. But when everything is in all capitals, it makes me feel like I'm being screamed at. And for me personally, it's really harsh on my eyes to read like all capitals, for a big old post. Like if it's one or two words, fine. But like if somebody's texting you or commenting and it's all capitals, it feels like you're being screamed at least for me. And so this person like kept leaving me comments and stuff. And I just didn't respond and just ignored it because I felt like they were screaming at me. And their vibration was really negative and heavy. And so I didn't want to engage. And so they left another comment about other people blocking them. Like they left me a message saying, all these people have blocked them. And so I thought, oh, perfect. This person is interacting with me so I can send them a message. And so I sent this very nice response of, when you send things all in all caps, it's like you're being screamed at. This is probably why people are blocking and muting you. Instead of that person realizing that they have created a barrier in communicating with other people, they've closed the door because the way they interact and they're coming across, instead of hearing from others, and it's not even criticism. It's like, hey, dude, like if people are blocking you, it's because this. Maybe you should consider shifting that, changing that. Like go lowercase with all your letters, try lowercase. And their response back was, how can letters and capital letters create sound? It can't create sound. So now they want to have a completely different conversation with me, and they want to be argumentative about how capital letters don't create sound. Well, you know what? Capital letters do create sound in my mind. So if I'm reading something, a comment, a responsive text, again, and if it's on all caps, and so that was a way that this person, they were closing off opportunities and communications with other people. And when somebody brought it to their attention of, hey, maybe this is what's going on, you should shift that or change that, they were immediately like, no, and that's not right, and you're wrong. Well, good for them. Stay closed off. Let's see how far you go. Because they just keep complaining that people are blocking them. They're not going they're not going anywhere. And when somebody responds and tells them why, and they're like, no, they're closing themselves off. And so what are all those tiny little ways that you close the door on yourself? Maybe people aren't closing the door on you. Maybe you're closing the door. And like fear, you guys, fear will slam the door shut. Fear is polarizing, right? The doubt, the judgment from others. You got to shatter those illusions so that you can move forwards, onwards and upwards. So for me, you guys have seen with social media, the algorithms, right? The connection, it can close off because it's the construct. So a lot of constructs will be that closed door. I mean, we talk about how you're the perfect perfection. You don't fail until the constructs. Okay, so the two that flipped over, it's 20 loved ones in spirit, which is interesting because today is 2, the second, and then hands, 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. And so it's interesting. Helping hands, guiding hands, in hands. Okay, lady, let's ask. Let's ask for a follow-up from your reading last night. I'm open for readings. All the information about readings and the live stream is right here in the description of this video. The description of this video has a link to my website, LucidLifeVibes. All the information you need about the live stream is right here in the description of the video. Okay, I'll be notified if you guys pick up a reading. Okay. So, lady got a reading last night. Oh my goodness. Time came flying out. 33 time. It came flying out, lady. Okay. And then I looked down and there's 2 that were flipped over. So time, and there's 2 that were flipped over. It's the butterfly on repeat 5 and the house 17-8. It's interesting. 5 and 8. Lady, 5 and 8 were coming forward back. Oh, goodness. May and June. And, the house was really repeating even for you over the summer. There was something amazing with the 7-8 vibration. The 7-8. I was thinking about it today. 17-8. The 7 and 8 were coming in hot over the summer. And August, we had 3-8-8-8 dates, which was amazing. I mean, August was really powerful. And so I was really thinking a lot was going to be happening July, August to really feel the cycle change in September. 9 cycles. Now, things did happen, right? It's a domino effect. This thing happened to trigger this thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. And so a lot of things felt like it was supposed to happen July and August. And I think this has kind of been a vibration. It's like, what? It didn't happen? It didn't happen. So there's a lot of patience right now. And I've noticed this even on X, when I jump on X, a lot of people are talking about like patience, having patience. And so there is this vibration of a lot of things that you felt were going to happen over the summer. It is happening. It is happening. But I also think that things are going to be better than what it was going to be. Like things are lining up even better. The unfolding is going to be even better. Like it could be a better situation. It could be more money, right? Like I'm realizing for myself, we were going to move to Florida a couple of years ago, and then we didn't. And then we were determined 2 times to go to Colorado. Well, let me tell you, I'm so thankful we are not in Colorado. I am so thankful we did not move to Colorado. And we will not be moving to Colorado. Colorado is off the list. We're not even going to travel there until maybe next year. Colorado needs to clean up some business before we go into town. So it feels like things are lining up better than what it would be. So it's interesting that the 5 and the 8 have been repeating. And again, maybe one of the investments you have, lady, maybe that's going to be $5.80. I mean, I'm just saying. Time. Okay, so I'm going to put these back. Let's ask about time since time came forward for you. Welcome in, everybody. I'm doing a follow-up to Lady's reading she had last night because it was wow. Okay, so the 5 is back with the mirror. I think this is coming forward with the 5. I really do. Like timing around the 5, and the butterfly is the 5. So let's see. 5, that's Tuesday. And we know a lot of things are going to happen this week and change. It's exciting. Okay, so 8 clouds coming forward, 8 clouds coming forward, flight. Okay, so I just want to ask about time, in hand. Oh, boom, the juggler. So I said in hand. Yeah, when is it going to be in hand? And there's the cat. Good thing I moved the candle. I knew he would be here. I knew he would be here. Okay. So I'm just asking for numbers right now for Lady. I'm just asking for numbers. Okay, so 7 is coming forward again. 7 came forward last night. So 7 is coming forward again. Maybe it's $7 instead of 11.7, but it could be 11.7. And then 36, white light, higher self, 369, 789. So yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 have all come forward. But last night, Yes Now won, and the 2 was also coming forward. Okay, the cat's gone, so the earthquakes should stop. Yes, freedom, the eagle. And it's here with transformation. The pearl, you're the pearl, the home is the pearl. It's the outer transformation. So the eagle is 13, which is equals 4. Monday is the 4th, and then 8 transformation. A lot of these numbers that have been coming forward for you around this has been from now through the 14th, that super full moon. So we're going to have a super moon on November 14th. It's the 4th super moon of the year. Okay, lady, throw me some numbers forward. Throw me some numbers, lady. Welcome in, everybody. Hmm. Thank you for liking this live stream. Welcome in, everybody. Ah, look at this. Security and retreat, lady. Security and retreat. You guys, we're all manifesting security. We're all creating that security. What are you retreating into and what are you retreating out of? I might be creating retreats in the future. I was so focused on retreats last year, and then I completely took my focus off of it, and now I'm like, okay, I'm open. Okay, so the blue bell fairy, gratitude. Number 6 again. Amazing with number 6. The 6 is time, but 6 is also celebration. It reminds me of like purple rain, but like it feels like for me a UFO. Like if a UFO was going to like beam you up, it's like this cracks me up, you guys. Like, do y'all know how many like UFO things with like cows? My son had a video game on the PlayStation when he was younger about like alien abduction or something. It was I can't remember. It was some fun game. And the alien, you would walk around as an alien on the game and you would pick up cows. And so this always feels like a UFO beam of light, and like you're going to get sucked up by the UFO. Gratitude. Your 14 is the tree of life, which came forward last night in your reading. 35 and your life path 8. You're growing. Everything is growing. I am presence. Archangel Michael. Michael came forward all night last night. It was so powerful. And here, that Michael vibration is back. Protection. I am that I am. I'm growing. I am that I am. So, you know what else this feels like? It feels like you're the genius. You're the rich genius sitting on your throne because of everything you've been growing and just all the gratitude for that. Getting caught up in the gratitude. Purple rain. I love it. Ah, so fun. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, my dog is snoring. Well, welcome in. I'm gifted. Welcome in. We are chilling and chatting. We are tuning in to our higher selves, messages from the universe, all of the guidance, and asking powerful questions, receiving even more powerful answers. Welcome in, everybody. And if you guys want to know what we're doing in this live stream, I have a link to my website, Lucid Life Vibes, right here in the description of the video. So if you want to know more about what's going on in the live stream, Lucid Life Vibes, all the information is right here in the description of the video. So travel coming forward 34/7, momentum, travel, going somewhere, right? Yeah, I think a lot of plans were kind of put on hold. And now it feels like there's this momentum, right? You guys, there's going to be a lot of momentum, a lot of things changing starting this next week, taking us all the way through the beginning of the year. It's really exciting. Of course, asking questions is powerful. Questions are incredibly powerful. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Absolutely. So travel, momentum, but maybe some of you like me, it's time to travel. It's time to go. Yeah. Momentum. And, we talk about all the time meditation and movement creates the momentum and the embodiment. It's momentum that's creating, and it's an embodiment. I am that I am. You're having a physical, you're having a physical experience. So there's embodiment. Ooh, 27, the Phoenix rising. So I don't know who this is coming forward for, but there's an invitation to rise up. Allow the past to become the past so you can move onwards and upwards. I mean, I'm doing this right now with live streaming. There's my dog. It's okay. Tuco. Tuco. Man, wow, he's really dreaming. Let me wake him up. Okay. You're okay. I love you. You're okay. You're okay. Are you chasing a bunny? Were you chasing something? Wow, my dog was like dreamy, dream time. He was barking, running, he was going. There you go. Well, see, isn't that I'm gifted? You're here in the chat asking if you can ask a question. And then something came forward for you and was like, whoa, I was just talking about that. I was just expressing myself about that. I was just sharing that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so lady, when you had your reading last night, when we had the meditative moment before your reading, all I could feel was travel. I mean, for one, I thought I was in Africa and I could see this like African sunset. So if I can pick up in your readings what you're tuned into, right? That just shows you your momentum. You're there. You're there. It's happening. You just got to hold the vibration, hold the vision, become the vibration, become the vision. It's embodiment. And see, the doubt that it hasn't happened, so it's not going to happen conversation. Hey, ego, hey, subconscious, it hasn't happened yet. But the good news is we get to celebrate the happening of it. That still gets to happen. We still get to celebrate that happening. And it still is going to happen. You got to pep talk yourself. You got to be consistent for yourself when you're stepping into being the powerful creator that you are. You guys, you're not a one-hit wonder. You're a powerful creator. It's innate within you. Toss the laws. You guys, it's momentum and embodiment. It's not about laws. You guys, the laws of this, the laws of that, the word law is a construct of the third dimension. Laws are a construct. It closes off the movement, the natural movement of it all. So the abundance of the universe is movement. There, like this idea that of the laws of the universal laws, there's no judge, there's no jury. It's just momentum and movement. Everything is spiraling, becoming, evolving, growing. Life is about growth and becoming. And so every thought is the quantum thought. Every word spelling out what you want. You're casting the spells with every word. And your subconscious and ego, they're hearing everything. And so it's about supporting yourself and being consistent for yourself, showing up for yourself with your thoughts, your words, moving other people's thoughts and words out, their limited beliefs. So you can focus on what you're creating and be consistent for yourself. Well, we're not doing tarot in here, and we're not doing card readings in here. So we're not reading cards, and we're not tuning into tarot at all. There's no judgment. If you're into tarot, if you're into reading cards, there's no judgment. We're not doing that in this live stream. We're tuning into the quantum energy, the biology of the human experience, intuition, psychic abilities. We all have intuition and psychic abilities. Tapping into the higher self, the ether, where the free energy comes from, much like Tesla speaks of. The cards, the images, the words, the numbers, they are an extension of the channeled energy, the energy for you, all the guidance, all the love. The messages are everywhere. The numbers, the lyrics, the synchronicities, they're always moving, they're always flowing. The messages are everywhere. And there's no separation from heaven. Heaven is right here, right now. The door's always open. Yeah. Yeah. The higher perspective, an invitation to go higher. The higher into your higher self and limitless infinity. And we're in the year of 8, right? I talked about this all night on the live stream. And in the 11 podcast, I talked about the 8. We also talked about the 5, the hands, the 10 to the 11. Ooh. So I'm just inviting the energy to flow in and through, inviting messages to come forward. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, intuition. Everybody has intuition. It's the inner navigational system. And then if you want to go beyond your intuition, you can tune into all psychic abilities. I mean, we all have access to intuition and psychic abilities. Welcome in, everybody. Rhonda's back. Okay, Rhonda, when it comes to intuition, what's your crystal pick for intuition? I mean, here, you guys, if y'all want to know how I feel about crystals, right? The crystals, they support everything, right? All the crystals are supportive. They interact with the 70% water on the earth, 70% water in our bodies. But like for me, I'm in the clarity, the crystal clarity. I love the clear quartz. But maybe that's just because I've mined more clear quartz in my life than any other crystal. I love the clear quartz. I mean, and the clear quartz is used in the technology. And we have crystals we're crystalline. There's crystals in the pineal gland. And so for me, though, when it comes to the connectivity, the communication, I always go to the clear quartz. And so when I go on dog walks, when I go out underneath the stars and I'm communicating with my star family, my soul family, right? And the universe, I will hold 2 quartz in my hands because the quartz act as these conductors. And so for me, telepathically, I love the clear quartz. I really do. Um, Also, your clear quartz, your rose quartz, and shungite are perfect for your water. If you guys want to put crystals directly in your water, I actually have some little tiny crystals that are high quality and I put them in my water bottle. You don't want to drink them, but you can also set crystals next to your water as well. So a lot of times I'll just set my water next to, my crystals as well. Lepidolite. I have lepidolite. I have lepidolite. Let me go grab it. Welcome in, everybody. So this is a lepidolite tower, and this one is super sparkling. So this is interesting. My son is Pisces. My son is one day into Pisces from Aquarius, and he's so Pisces and Aquarius. He really is. Um, and so because of his Piscesiness, I pick up tons of amethyst for him. I just do. I'm like, really, because Pisces amethyst is their go-to. But my son, he loves the amethyst. Now, he has mined many crystals with us. He's gone out, he loves to mine crystals. Um, I give him crystals. He doesn't make a big deal about it. He allows me to put them in his car. And I've noticed that he puts all the crystals that I give him in his office, which is great next to the Wi-Fi. Anyways, and so I tend to pick up anything amethyst for him. So I've gotten him like so many amazing little amethysts, and he loves them. Very calming, cooling. And so when I got this lepidolite, I just was like, whoa, this feels so comforting and cocoony like an amethyst. And so I gave it to my son, and he immediately scooped it up. He loved it. And it was interesting because I gave it to him the same time last Christmas with this heat treated amethyst. So this is a heat treated amethyst. Now, for me, heat treated amethyst is not citrine. I'm not in that thinking. Like citrine is citrine. I do have a raw citrine. It is golden. It's like this golden orange. I mean, citrine is citrine. And so I do not believe heat treated amethyst to be citrine at all. But most citrine is heat treated amethyst in the stores. So real citrine is actually pretty pricey. And so this is a heat treated amethyst. And it feels like amethyst, but it feels like the sunshine. And so the lepidolite is just like this cozy, warm, like you're sitting next to the fire, the stars are out. It just feels cozy and chill. And this heat treated amethyst, it does feel like the sunny sunshine. And I love amethyst because amethyst is actually clear quartz that turns purple because it absorbs the radiation from the soil. So amethyst is actually created from crystal clear quartz absorbing the radiation from the crystal cave, the ground, or from The purple in amethyst is created radiation. So the amethyst is actually a clear quartz that because of the radiation. And so this is just the amethyst that's been heat treated. So we'll bring in this lepidolite and we'll pair it with all of the crystal clear quartz that we have and that heat treated amethyst. I love that these are here. It's perfect. So now you guys are in this cozy little crystal cocoon supporting your intuition, your psychic abilities. And we also have that blue phantom that I mined in Arkansas. Okay. So let's just invite a message to come forward from the crystalline core of the earth. And I want to say this. Unfortunately, tonight is daylight savings time. And those of you that live in Arizona, good for you that you are free of daylight savings time. So I just want to say this. Daylight savings time is not natural or normal. It is not good for the human to experience daylight savings time. It is a scam, a con, it is ridiculous, and it actually does not support your pineal gland. So, your pineal gland in the center of your brain has to do with that internal clock, and your body is set to the sun and the moon, and you have a natural internal clock going on, and your pineal gland knows that. And so when they do the daylight savings time, like what's going to happen tonight or in the morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to fall back an hour, which means we gain an hour, it's actually messing up your natural rhythm and cycle that your pineal gland knows and is used to. And so, yay for Arizona that they don't have to deal with daylight savings time. So when you guys experience the daylight savings time in the morning, you have to allow yourself that adjustment because it's not natural, it's not normal, it's not beneficial, and you're going to feel it. I always do. I do not like moving into this daylight savings time. I love where we are right now. I like having the longer days. And so I am not a fan of moving into this part of daylight savings time. And so I just want to invite you to support your pineal gland and to support yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically this next week as we experience this daylight savings time and giving yourself that time and space to adjust and to get used to it. Also, you guys, a lot of stuff is going to be changing this week. I'm super excited about everything coming except for daylight savings time. And I hope this is the last one that we ever have. I want to speak that into the universe. No more daylight savings time on planet Earth. It's not good for the humans or their pineal gland. I'm also super excited because you guys, there is a lot of chitter chatter about the end of January, them taking fluoride out of the drinking water. I'm so excited. You guys, this is a huge victory for humans. So if the election, right, which we're not going to talk about that because we don't want to talk about that. I don't want it to be about that, right? But if it goes the way of truth and freedom, they are going to take out fluoride from the drinking water in January of next year, which is a huge victory. It's a huge victory. They used fluoride in water in the camps in Germany in World War II. They have known since the 30s and 40s that fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. And so I am really excited if we could stop daylight savings time and we could get fluoride out of drinking water. Do you guys have any idea the awakening and the sparking of pineal glands in humans? Talk about a massive, great awakening. I like you guys, I'm so excited about this. So I want to invite you to hold the vision and vibration with me because this is a big deal. It looks like January 20th, they are going to issue the removal of fluoride from all drinking water in the United States of America. All depending on what happens this next week, of course, right? But that's very exciting. Very exciting. And I can't believe that fluoride has been allowed to be in drinking water as long as it has. I mean, that's just crazy. So, cheers to clean, purified drinking water for all humans. Cheers. And I just want to say that it's not too late to cast your energy out. And Tuesday, 11/5, November 5th, is your last day to cast your vote. However, you can also cast your energy out for what is wanted as we co create the healing and the manifesting for all truth and freedom, truth and freedom. You guys, there's a massive healing going on, and I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it. These are powerfully shifting times. Ooh, intelligence is coming forward. And we've got the diamond, Archangel Metatron from the sun, bringing the life force energy. Holding the gateway of life force energy from the sun is Archangel Metatron, bringing the intelligence. You guys, our pineal gland is that center of intelligence. It's the psychic center. It's amazing. Abundance. Yes. There is an invitation of growth and growing. You're the tree of life. You're the tree of life. So growing the abundance, growing the intelligence and abundance. Thank you for liking this live stream. Welcome in, everybody. And I just want to thank you all so much for subscribing. Y'all, I'm like 90 some odd subscribers away from having a huge breakthrough here on YouTube. I am so close. As soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, everything's going to change here on YouTube, and we're going to have a better live stream connection. I am so happy to be here with you guys, expanding. I want to be on YouTube. I'm also over on X. I love the new Twitter X. And so I've been over there as well. Here it is. You guys, this is the ultimate image. Now, the word is diligence, but it doesn't matter. You guys, this is the ultimate image. This is it. The bird's eye perspective, right? It's like that the airplane view. You know what I mean? When you're in an airplane and you look out the window, it's that. And you see all the patchwork of the land. This is it right now, you guys. How do you hold the vision? How do you become the vision? How do you hold the vibration? The bird's eye view, the higher self perspective. You got to come up off of the earth so you can see what's happening and you can make your choices. You are shifting your timeline, manifesting with every thought and word. It's amazing. You're not stuck. And it's also interesting because you're not necessarily waiting either. I mean, maybe patience is something coming forward for you, right? And maybe the patience is PAY, patience. Maybe your patience in holding the vibration is going to pay off for you. So boom, trust, trust, trust. You can trust yourself. You can trust your gut instinct. You do know for you. You do know for you. Okay, let's just ask the dragons. Let's just go there. Because here we are in the last 2 or 3 months of the dragon energy. The dragon is protective. You know, we've been talking a lot in these live streams about all of the love and guidance for you is the protection for you. What? Are you kidding me, lady? What? Lady, what? What? 7 my goodness. What? That is a lot of subscribers that I just gained in this one live stream. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The universe loves me. Oh my goodness. Yes. 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 Thank you, lady. Oh my goodness. Boom. Source Dragon attunes you to the infinite. You guys, we're in the year of 8. Infinite protection, infinite guidance, infinite source energy, creation energy. Boom. Plug in to that. Harness that. I am that I am. I am life force energy. I am that I am. Be still in the silence. In the stillness, there is knowing. In the stillness, there is knowing. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. Yeah. You guys, you cannot tune in. You cannot plug in, attune, align, manifest when you're in the past. You cannot. Let me just tell you. Let me do you a big favor. If you feel stuck, you're probably in the past. You got to come present moment. The problem is a lot of people don't want to be present moment because they don't want what they're. Are you okay? Are you okay? You're honking over there. Are you okay? A lot of people don't want to be in the present moment because they're not enjoying their present moment. It's unwanted. They don't want to do what they're doing in their present moment. But in the unwanted, you know what you want. You can shift that shift in the present moment. You can shift it. Yeah, you got to be present. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So here's what I'm going to say about these live streams. I don't know what it is about the live streams, but the live streams get like tons of viewers, so much activity. But when I put up a video that I spend so much time on, and it's like 20 views, 30 views, it's a little bit heartbreaking. But what I've noticed is by me saying yes to YouTube, it's creating tons of momentum. So just by me being here live streaming, it's creating massive momentum for me. So maybe the message for you is step out. Step out. Try a new thing. Don't keep repeating. Don't keep doing things that you've already done in the past that have gotten you nowhere. So when you allow frustration, right, to guide you, when you feel frustrated, annoyed, bored, allowing that to guide you, you don't have to have the high highs and the low lows. When I'm irritated and frustrated, that guides me. And you know, it's funny because I went live on the TikTok last night and I was like sick to my stomach the whole time I was there, and I was irritated and frustrated, and I started getting just like agitated. And I'm like, I can't do this in this when I feel this way. And so when I got off, I processed what I was feeling, and it was like I just can't do that anymore. And so today I cut myself loose, and I don't expect myself to do that anymore. I'm done. And the minute I uninstalled, I immediately felt better. My stomach wasn't upset anymore. I wasn't nauseous anymore. It was amazing. And the response I got was huge. I mean, I had somebody, I uninstalled it so fast, but I had somebody that responded really quick before I uninstalled and was so supportive. And then, of course, Michael over on X started leaving funny memes. Retreat. Yeah. What are you retreating out of and what are you retreating into? So for me, we've been talking about the social media as an example. I am retreating out of the things that are frustrating and irritating. I'm just done with it so that I can retreat into the new beginnings and the open path. So think about that for a moment. What are the things that you want to retreat away from? And what are the things you want to retreat into? Now, that is a powerful right now, present moment vibration. And that's a powerful invitation because that's full of intention. When you know where you want to be and where you don't want to be, who you want to be with and who you don't want to be with, that's powerful. But then people get caught up on shifting that, right? How do I shift that? Well, maybe there's no doing about it at first. Maybe it's just being in that moment. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I'm going to retreat into. This is what I'm retreating away from. And then you create that retreat for yourself mentally and emotionally. How can you support yourself mentally and emotionally? And then the physical things tend to sort themselves out and line up and fall into place. But every choice you make shifts the reality, right? And you're not a victim because nobody can pick up your snow globe and shake it and churn it and do this again. Nobody can do that when you know that you're protected. All of the guidance and love for you is the protection for you. You're always protected, even in the storms, even in the blizzard, even when there's no electricity. You're always protected. And those of us that know that we're always protected, we are. We are. Even in those unwanted moments, there's protection and guidance. And so for me, used to in the past, did I have those victim moments where it felt like somebody picked up the snow globe of my life and shook it upside down? Yeah, the churn. It feels like the churn. Somebody just churned your world. It's terrible. The victim mentality, that victim vibration where you think somebody can churn your world. No, you're in control. You're the powerful creator. But it's through your intentions. It's through your belief system. I could talk about this forever. Just this one thing. Those that know they are always protected, they are protected. They are protected. It's truly amazing. So I actually have a couple of podcasts that are really like bubbling up inside of me. Like I can feel the inspiration within me. And one of them, like I almost want to just record it right now because it's like so fresh. And it's because I watched a documentary yesterday that really inspired me. And then what is happening is, through the live streams or people that I'm in contact with, whether it's video calls or coaching or whatever it is that I'm doing, the response from other people, it's like all lining up. And the main thing that's coming through on it again is, what are the ways that you get in your own way or you close the door on yourself? And so there was this documentary I watched and I really resonated with it. Like this person, I am really similar to this person in so many ways. And I've always really liked this person. They're very well known. And I really have always loved this person. And so for me, when I was watching this documentary, I saw how much this person got in their own way. And I saw through the documentary going back through their life, and they're in their 70s right now. And so as they were going back 70 years of their life, I could see that every single fear they had came true. And it's interesting because I say this about my mother-in-law who passed away a few years back, my husband's mother. Everything she spoke about for 20 years of me knowing her, it all happened. Everything she talked about for 20 years of me knowing her, it all happened. And that's how her life ended, was all those things she spoke of. And in the documentary that I watched yesterday, they basically told the life of this person who's amazingly successful, amazingly inspiring. They went through some hard times in their life. And you probably, whenever I do the podcast and tell you who the person is, you're going to be like, oh, I know that story. I know that person. And what I realized is that through the documentary, the 70 years they went back, this person had so many fears that they would not allow to happen. Like their fears dominated their life and their fears closed them off. But here's the thing, their ultimate two fears came true. Came true. And they had to not only walk through those two biggest fears, but they had to live it out in front of the entire world and the scrutiny of everyone. Like the worst of the worst of the worst case scenario. And so, what can we learn from other people that get in their own way or experience everything they don't want in their life? Is you have got to face the stuff that is unwanted. You've got to face your fears. When something comes forward for you, it's so that you can experience it, face it, or let it go, or walk through it. Because anything you shut down or shove down, it's just going to come back up. And so the things that you fear that you're not willing to face, or the things that you don't want that you're constantly talking about, it does come forward. So if you would just face it and understand what you're feeling, that's information, it's intelligence, it's wisdom, it's knowledge. Self-knowing is self-mastery, and you can free yourself and you can open the door for yourself. And so being closed off, but also being closed off to the things, right, that you fear because you're trying to protect yourself. Oh, no, I'm protect myself, but you're not protecting yourself. And so it's so good for your subconscious and ego to know whatever's coming forward for you is so you can let it go or walk through it and be free of that. Okay, so I'm just going to ask for a last message of the night to come forward. Just inviting a last message for the night. And anytime you guys want readings, you can pick up a reading and I'll come live. So I'm actually open for coming live tomorrow, Sunday. I was thinking about a late Sunday afternoon live stream. And we'll just see my timing tomorrow. But if you guys ever want a reading, you can grab a video reading, a video call reading. I do coaching. All the information is on my website, LucidLifeVibes. The information is in the description of this video, but you can get a private video reading. You can get a live reading. And if you ever want to grab one, just grab one and I'll come live for you. So if you guys want to grab a reading tomorrow, I am thinking about coming live tomorrow afternoon. Numbers coming forward, numbers coming. So who's here? Is anybody here? Who's here? Who's here? Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Numbers. I mean, isn't that how the universe, right? The numbers, the synchronicities, all the ways. Look at this. The angel is back, and today is the 2nd. I love this. Rhonda, throw some numbers forward. Rhonda, throw some numbers forward. Let's see what comes forward for you. Welcome in, everybody. Whoa. The dog is hacking. Is he okay? He was honking back here earlier. He sounded like a squeaker toy. Welcome in, everybody. 3, 4, 3. I love it. Whoa. Well, 29 awakening flew out and hit the ground. 2911. This is happening right now, you guys. I know there was a great awakening in 2000. I know there was another great awakening in 2012 and then again in 2022. Like masses. We're going to be going through it again, you guys. This is happening right now. Okay. 343. Okay, so Rhonda, here's the reality. Rhonda, we can have parties here. I can do giveaways here. We can do everything here. The only thing I cannot do here is play the music. The number one reason we cannot have music here is they have some kind of noise canceling feature. X has it too. It's super weird. When I'm talking, you can't hear the music. And it sounds muffled when I'm not talking. And so it doesn't even matter with the music. Now, we can play music on X. And so, like when I went to a live concert, when I do like outdoor stuff with music, X is the place because then I don't have copyright issues. Because I have copyright issues with any kind of music. So if I go to a concert, a live event, if there's music, I get in trouble for copyright here on YouTube. It's just a YouTube thing with music, which is fine. So I can do all that on X if I need to. And again, if XTV is going to be the future, I'm going to be prepared for that. But we can do everything here. So if we want to have parties again, if we want to bring back that vibration, we can do that here. And I'm pretty sure you can go live with me here and we can do crystal stuff. Now, I think the best way to be successful here on YouTube is to schedule it and let people know in advance. So if I could come up with a live live streaming special, I mean, golly, what am I trying to say? My mouth is not synced anymore. If I could come up with a live streaming schedule, I bet we would have so much success on YouTube because people would know when I'm going to be live. So I am willing to have fun again. I'm willing to have parties and to do the community vibe again. Yeah, right. I couldn't do it anymore on the other app. Like everything, I couldn't even say giveaway. I couldn't hold crystals up anymore. I mean, it was incredible. It was just incredible. Okay. So I'm open. I'm open. We're just going to see how it goes in November. Let's just see how November goes. And we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing up is the mirror 23. This has been coming forward a lot. So it's innate for you. It's innate. Like I could talk about the mirror reflection over and over and over again, but it's innate for you. Friendship, flow. Okay, well, with friendship and flow and this moon, it feels like the moon, all the phases of you. It feels like the friendship of you, the flow of you. It feels like you with the mirror here. Awareness. Okay, now this makes sense. Awareness. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What's the flow? I like this one, Rhonda. It's incredibly innate, though. Incredibly innate. So 15, 5, 6, 5, 6. Let's grab a 5, 6. Okay, so the 5 is Archangel Gabriel's dragon, brings purification, self-discipline, the following through, speeds up the ascension and brings joy. It talks about Archangel Gabriel's diamond, clarity, diamond, purification. And it talks about bringing joy. And here's the hummingbird joy. 22 for foundation, but also master builder, creative joy. Of anything that's not joyful. All those wings. Look at the wings. Joy. I love this. Yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you for another incredible live stream here on YouTube. I'm going to be honest. I'm so excited to see how many subscribers I have. I want to get out and see how many subscribers I have. Oh my goodness. I'm like 70 something away. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful. I like declared to the universe. My husband was there with me today and Lady was a part of it as well. But I declared that it was breakthrough time. It was a breakthrough time. It's time for a breakthrough. So I'm embracing this breakthrough and I'm glad you guys are here. So welcome to YouTube. Okay, I'm going to go see how many subscribers I have. Thank you guys. I love you. I'm planning to be back tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I love you guys.